What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do know when I post a new video. I'm about to, put a little face on. I'm gonna give y'all a story time on my first worst date ever. Yeah, I wanted to share this story with y'all while I got myself together. So we'll start like this. Boom. Once upon a time, when I was dating, I met this guy. We're going to call him, what should we name him? We're going to name him Charlie. I met Charlie on a dating site. The dating site was POF. A lot of people, I know y'all are probably aware of POF, Plenty of Fish. And I met him on there. And at that time, I was actually genuinely looking to get to know somebody, date, and hopefully it turned into something long term. We're talking, getting to know each other. So if you are interested in talking to me, I'm going to want to talk to you on FaceTime too, because I want to see if you are a catfish. You know, you are who you say you are. You feel me? So I gave him my map. We started talking. And we were talking a lot, y'all. I wasn't on the phone with him all night long or whatever, but we were talking and we was on FaceTime. As we were talking, like throughout the week, I did notice that when we were talking, like someone will always come to his door and he always talked to me inside of his room. Like I never seen him in a car. And some people like, you should worry when the guys are in their car, but I never seen him in a car. He was just always in his room. He told me that the person that always come to the door was his roommate. And of course it was a female. I don't like to assume stuff. You know what they say about people who be assuming and stuff. So I was like, let me not assume. Let me just, ask him. And so I was like, so who is that? And he was like, oh, it's my roommate. You know, we share the rent. We're just roommates. And in my head, I'm just like, I know people are roommate, but it kind of made me feel a little iffy. So I was like, okay. He said it's nothing, and they were just friends, or blah blah blah, whatever. But what I did notice, every time we were on the phone, and like she came and knocked on the door, or whatever, and he opened the door, like he kept me like the camera was sitting in the bathroom, but from the bathroom I could see diagonally across the room, and I could see him peeping out the door, and I could see her in the background like talking to him. But get this, I'm on mute. All right, so do you think I was being a little nosy, or do you feel like, why they, what I'm saying? Like, okay, Ashley, you're not tripping or nothing like that. You're not tripping. It's good that, what I'm saying, you're trying to be aware of whatever's going on. But I was on mute. But after they finished a little, what I'm saying, a little conversation or whatever they had going on, he would come back to the camera like nothing happened. And I never asked, like, why you mute me? Like, why did you mute me? Or whatever. So we're going to fast forward past that. This is before, like, it got real bad out here in the dating scene. Before a lot of shit and piss got in the dating scene. We'll just say it like that. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, you could take me on a date or whatever. So I was all excited and stuff. And so he said he wanted to take me on a date. And so he had called me. He had said, okay, what's your address? I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to get something to eat and go see a movie. I was like, okay, cool. And at that point, I was super happy. Like, oh my God, I don't get to actually do anything. Like these guys out here, they're not really dating. He want to take me on a date. Okay, I'm excited. Like, so I got real cute. I remember it being in the summertime. I'm trying to remember what I had on. So it probably was a one piece, like short set, romper set, something like that. Something cute and a little sandal, something slight. And, so yeah, I was, getting myself together. I was cute, whatever. I think I had braids around that time too. So I was like, I was feeling myself like, I look cute in the mirror or whatever. And he was like, hey, I'm here, I'm outside, you can come down, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, I came downstairs, what I'm saying. He opened the door. I remember like it was yesterday. He had an all white car, I never forget. And he opened the door for me. I got in the car. I was like, hey, Charlie, how you doing? He was like, hey, you're so beautiful, blah, blah. I was like, you're handsome as well. Nice to meet you or whatever. He was like, you ready to go? He like reached over and put his glasses on. He was like, I hope you don't want to stop talking to me because I have glasses. I'm like, sir, I'm not worried about you and you having glasses. You got glasses. Okay, cool, whatever. wear your glasses. Do what you do, right? We went to our first spot and it was Ruby Tuesday. Ruby Tuesday was really hitting back then. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if they were, I don't want to say they were like Applebee's. Were they like Applebee's? 2 for 20? I don't remember. But anyway, we went and I was excited. We on a date. You know what I'm saying? Men don't usually take women on dates like that because a lot of men be playing. So I was like, oh snap, like he really is a gentleman. And he took me to Ruby Tuesday. Like I said, I was excited about that. I ain't tripping about no Ruby Tuesday. So he pulled my chair back, like the guys do, pull your chair back, let you sit down. He sat down. The waitress came over. She was very sweet. She was very nice. She had came over and asked if we want something to drink. And of course, at that time, I don't know what I ordered. It wasn't a water. I think it was either a Sprite or I want to say a Fanta orange. And then he ordered him a water, I think, or something. So, we kicking it, we kikiing and talking and getting to know each other as, young people should. We're getting to know each other. And it comes time for us to order. In my head, I'm just like, I don't know. I kind of want a pasta, maybe. I don't know, maybe some salmon or something like that. And so lady brings the menus over. And I'll never forget. So I'm looking over the menu and I'm asking, do you think, what do you want? What are you thinking about getting? I'm just making conversation. And I think, what did he end up getting? Something with some chicken maybe and some rice and mashed potatoes. And I was like, oh, look at this pasta. It was like a pasta. What did I look at? I think it was pasta and it was like steak and all. But I think I ordered like something like pasta, something simple, nothing too expensive. It was like $20 some or something. And so I was looking, front and back, just making sure I don't miss anything. And I was like, I think I want to get this right here. So I showed him. He was like, oh, okay. Are you sure you want that? And I remember looking around like, yeah, I do want that. That's what I want. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he looked at his, he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get this chicken, whatever it was at the time. He was like, I'm gonna get this chicken or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's good. And he's like, you sure that's what you want? And I'm thinking like his was like $14.99. Mine was like $24.99, maybe $26.99 at most. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that's what I want. And he was like, all right, cool. Yeah, all right. And I was like, okay. So, the waitress comes back over and she's like, oh, okay, y'all ready to order? I'm like, yeah, we're ready to order or whatever. And I remember putting in my order. She put in his order and y'all want anything else, appetizer or anything? He was like, no, appetizer, no appetizer. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want no appetizer. I'm just, waiting for my meal. So we just continue, talking and whatnot and getting to know each other. The food finally came. I was all excited and stuff because I was like, oh, I'm about to eat good. You know what I'm saying? So the food got there, we were eating our food. He was eating his food. We were talking, chatting it up, just talking about just dating in general and how it's been hard out here and, how people be playing games with people and stuff like that. And I was just, enjoying his conversation. I was enjoying it. I can't sit here and lie. I was enjoying his conversation. I just remember we were finishing up our food, and he was just asking the lady for the check. And she's like, all right, okay, y'all want to check? You don't want dessert or anything? I was like, no, I'm good, ma'am. I'm fine. I'm good. He was like, no, I'm good. We don't need anything else or whatever. So she went and got the check. I was like, okay, and I guess when she brought back the check, he looked at, what the total was. And then he got his money together so he can go ahead and pay. Now, I do observe a lot of things. I observe a lot. I observe a lot. That's just in my nature to observe. He got the receipt for how much the meals were. He got his money together. She came by and she got the check. I took a glance and I think it came up to like roughly maybe $38, $40 the most. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. That's, I won't tripping. I didn't do too much. Like, some people, they be ordering everything. I want steak, potatoes. I want this, I want that, I want no. But I was like, nah, I'm going to keep it simple or whatever. I just want, my little pasta dish. So she took and he paid with cash. And he put down $40 or maybe like $41, something like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm gathering my purse and everything. You know how you gather yourself when you're about to leave, like drink and finish up your drink. all that kind of stuff or whatever. I was gathering my things, gathering my belongings because we were about to head out and go to our next destination, which was the movies. But I'm gathering my stuff and finishing my drink, and I did notice that he was looking all around. He was looking around, like looking like he was really looking for something. And I'm just like in my head, like, what is he looking for? So I asked him. I said, you ready? He was like, no, 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 I'm waiting for my change. And I was like, oh, okay. Mind you, the food came up to 40 some dollars, $40, maybe some change to be exact. He put down $20 and another $20 or whatever for the cover our meal. So I was like, okay. And I'm thinking like, what is he waiting for? Maybe he gonna tip her, you know. He didn't tip her, but I thought he was waiting like for a change to tip her or something. But I remember I'm like, he only put down 220, so that covered our whole meal. Like this man sat there and waited. She puts 15, 20 cents on the table. I'm like, okay, Ashley. I know he can't be this frugal. I know he can't be this frugal. I was waiting because I was like, maybe he's gonna, I don't know, add the change to maybe a couple of dollars or something that he's gonna put on the table. Child, he ain't add nothing. He was like, okay, you ready now? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. But it was kind of weird to me. Like, do y'all guys collect change? Like, I'm not a change person. If it's change, I'm like, you can keep it. You know, the waitress or whatever. If if it's something left over, keep it, whatever. But it was change. It was like 15 cents, like maybe 17 cents the most, like a dime, a nickel, and 2 pennies. For real. I'm not lying. And I was like, okay. So you gonna do you, boo. So he was like, you ready? I was like, yeah, I'm ready or whatever. So I got myself up, I was still in a good mood. I was in good spirits. I didn't, even though I was looking at him like, what the heck or whatever, I let it go. Maybe he want to keep his change. Okay, boo, keep your change. That's cool. So he was like, you enjoyed your food? I was like, yeah, it was real good. Everything was fresh, blah, blah, whatever. It was a little weird, but I remember he already told me that we were going to go to the restaurant and to the movies. I don't know what movie we were seeing, but we get out the car. We walk in and he's trying to put his arm around me or his arm around my waist or trying to hold my hand. Stuff that people do or whatever when they're trying to be like a little flirtatious or whatever. So, I give in. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to the movies or whatever. So we were at the movies, AMC theaters. It was me and him. It was so many couples out that day. It wasn't even Valentine's Day. It was so many couples out. It was like a long line of people. And we were all waiting to go see a movie. And everybody's waiting in line, just chit-chatting and, talking and da-da-da-da or whatever. So it comes our time to go into the movies. We are in line waiting patiently. I'm in line waiting patiently. Side note, ladies, always make sure you bring money. Bring your coin when you're going on dates. Bring your coin. It does not matter if you don't think he has it. If he has it, he don't have it. Whatever. Bring your money because you never know what's gonna happen, honey. You don't know. Like you really don't know what's gonna happen. So, boom. We in line, we're waiting, we're next in line. So we tell them what movie, and then he's like, yeah, can we get two of them? So he's telling the lady, and she's like, okay, it is, I don't remember the exact amount. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this right. Let me think back in time. It was close to 20 something dollars. Let's just say that it was close to 20 something dollars. Like it wasn't high. It wasn't like no $30 ticket. It was like for both of us it was like almost like 20 something dollars together. Maybe it was like 22 something or whatever and change. I was like, okay, cool, boom. He got this. He going his wildly, whoop, whoop. And not calling nobody out. Is nothing wrong with people who donate plasma or anything like that. So he popped out with his plasma card. And so he gives the lady his card. She swipes it. She's like, sir, that only had $3.19 on it. He's like, oh, okay, okay, okay. He goes inside of his wallet again. He brings out another card. She swipes it. Sir, that one only had $2.50 on it. So I start looking around like, oh shit. Oh shit. And then he's like, that can't be right. I just got paid. I know I got paid. I just checked it and it said the money's there, da 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 da, whatever. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm saying to myself, Ashley, this is your time now that you run. Run, Ashley, you should run. I'm like, no, Ashley, don't run because, like, I'm sure he's embarrassed and there's a misunderstanding or there's some confusion or whatever that's going on. So where was I at? I think I need a drink for this plot twist right here because this was embarrassing. Look, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna need a drink for this one. Hold on. We are in line. The cars kept declining. I was about to dig in my purse. You know, like I was telling y'all, women, always have your own coin. I'm like, ain't no problem. Okay, maybe his money didn't hit. Maybe he don't have the coin or whatever, and that's fine. I'm no judgment. Whatever. So because his cars kept declining, I was like, let me just look inside my purse and see what I got. Whatever. Before I could reach inside of my purse and get my coin and let them know, let him know, okay, I got you. You don't got it? Cool. Ashley got you. Guess what? The lady that was helping us, a white lady, nice lady. So she goes, don't worry about it. I got paid today. You know the little loudspeaker that comes up like this, and she holds it down. She said, don't worry about it. I got paid today. She goes in her aisle, never forget. She had one of them, it's like a little sack. She opened it up. She pulled her card out. She swiped it. And she said, I got you. Let's unpack this. From my perspective, I'm like, oh, that was really nice of her. But I know he felt emasculated. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, you don't know how to manage your money. I'm thinking, why didn't you check before you asked me to go to the movies? We just left the restaurant. You already seemed like you didn't want me to get what I was getting, which was like $23.99 or something. Then we get to the movies. You don't have money to take me to the movie. I'm like, oh my God. I could have ran. I didn't run, y'all. I was a very nice and understanding date. So we went into the movie. The girl already paid. We got our tickets. He was upset. We walked into the movies. We walked in. He like, you want some popcorn? I'm like, in my head, nigga, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. We need to make sure that we can get through the rest of the dang on, sir, after this, you taking me home. That's what I'm saying to myself. After this, you taking me home. Like, there's no, I don't want no popcorn, nothing. You ain't got to get, no, I'm good. Like, I don't need nothing else. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't need nothing. I'm good. Right? We get in the movie theater. You know how people start talking before, like, we was there early. You know how people be talking, like, before you go into the movie and it's, like, previews and you be in there talking, just, like, chatting up with your little boo or whatever, whoever you with. We weren't talking. But I could feel his energy. And I know he felt embarrassed. Like, I know he did. I felt embarrassed for him. And I was embarrassed myself. Like, Ashley, are you serious? Like, all this stuff kept going through my brain. Like, dang, if this is happening and this is just our first date, what else is liable to happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking all this kind of crazy stuff. Like, what? And the date went on. I stayed. I didn't run, y'all. I wanted to run. Everything ended. The movie was good. He still, like, he had an attitude. He still had an attitude. And, sometimes after movies, you want to kick it. The movie over with, we walk into the car. He still opened my door. We really didn't talk that much when we were inside of the car. We didn't talk that much. It wasn't that much conversation. I think he was still upset. And that's understandable. So we got to where I live at. And he was about to drop me off. And he was like, I hope you had a good time, despite what happened at the movie theater. And I was like, yeah, I enjoyed myself, which I truly indeed enjoyed myself. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not about to call him back because, sir, you either don't know how to prioritize your finances or you just not good with money. Like, I look at stuff like that. And I was just like, no, I don't know about that. But I gave him a hug and I was like, I'll call you later. Lie. I lied my ass off. I'm sorry, guys. I lied. I blocked him. Anybody who knows me, they used to call me the queen of block. Like, I block. Like, there was so many red flags. I blocked him. But that ain't the end of the story. So maybe a week went by, maybe a couple of days or whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, it didn't work out. He started blowing me up profusely on a daily. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Saturday and Sunday. And I'm like, okay, Ashley, we blocked him. We did. We blocked him. So why are you still calling? I gotta take a quencher for this one. He done got dang on call from block numbers or whatever, and I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? He like, Ashley, I noticed you. Why you blocked me? And you gotta understand what I was going through, whatever, blah, blah. I just hung up the phone. Click up. Cause nigga, why are you bothering me, sir? Leave me alone. Move on. I've moved on. Move around. Like, I don't care about all that. So, a day or two go by. I get a call again. This time, a female was on the phone. She like, hello? I'm like, hello? Is this Ashley? Yeah. And then the phone gets quiet. And I'm like, may I help you? Like, what's going on? Then the phone call hang up. I'm like, that is so... I said, I know he didn't get the person or whoever he's roommating with, so-called roommate, probably his girlfriend. Look, I don't put nothing past these people out here these days. It could have been his girlfriend, and they were acting like they were roommates, and they broke it up or whatever. But he tried to use her to get to me. Like, sir, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not interested. And I'm not knocking him trying to reach out, because some people, they be like really trying to figure out like why they got blocked. I get it, boo. I get it, Bookie. Like, you trying to figure out why you got blocked. And I'm here to tell you why you got blocked. Like, sir, like, you need to get your finances together before you try to start dating or something. Like, that's not, But yeah, like, I don't know. But that's basically the end of the story. But years later, he did try to reach out to me. And so years later, he, like, if he saw me on a dating site or something, he would reach out to me like, can I give you, can we go out on another date? No, sir, we can't go on another date. It's over for you. You had your chance. That's it. You only get one. Like, your turn is over with. Like, for real. No funny stuff. Like, for real. But yeah, y'all, that was the worst first date ever. Like, worst. The first date ever. Like, ever in the books. Hands down. Now, if y'all enjoyed this story time, let me know if y'all did. I'm gonna be dropping more story times because I have more stories to tell. Like, and I feel that it will help people who are out here dating, in the dating world. Not saying that it's the same now that it was, back then, which wasn't too long ago. We ain't gonna do that. Just now, I'm just like really taking my time with the whole dating thing because people lie so much. They be putting on facades and stuff. Like, for him, I feel like he was in a whole relationship. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I feel like he was in a whole relationship. The girl that he was staying with, I believe that was his girlfriend, and they were really living roommates. I really believe that they were lovers and friends. But that's just me. But yeah, I did my natural lashes. I kind of wanted to do, I don't know, I want to do a simple look today. Not doing too much, so I'm gonna leave it like this. But yeah, it was crazy. That's all I can say. Y'all be safe out here in these dating streets. Be patient. Take your time. There's no rush. And people, they be trying to shun you because you're single at a certain age. You should have some more babies. Da 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 da. And it's like, no, I don't want to. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.